sorry. I'm on TV. Okay. This is a real simple thing to do. Wrap your head around. The instructions are actually just notes that I made while I watched the video. It's a Shabby Fabrics video. It's a full tutorial on how to make this, step by step. So, but she gives you this. All you're going to do is cut a 10 by 10 square, a 5-inch square for the back, a 5-inch square for the center, and a 4.5-inch square for the accent. So all you gotta do is find you some fabric and cut those out, and an 8-inch piece of ribbon. The first thing you do with your 10-inch square, here's my 10-inch square, and be sure to starch it. Either use some sizing or some starch, because I can't pronounce that word right, but origami, that's what we're gonna play. We're gonna fold. So the first thing you do is you take your 10-inch square and you fold it in two, just like that. And the folding of this is really important. And then you fold it in the other direction, fold it in half. And you press. Now you got your center, this little center point. That's what you was going for. Now you take the corners and you take them to the middle. And hold on to all of them at one time. Take them to the middle, make sure they're all meeting in the middle and they're becoming friendly in there. And then you iron it down. At this point, I also sprayed a little starch on it, just to make sure that this thing is doing what's supposed to. Then you take and you fold it again. You fold the corners to the center yet again. And you hold it all down at one time, iron it again. And you'll have this little packet, okay? So pass that around and you can play with it, unfold it, look at it, do with it whatever you will. So the first thing you got to do is make your little packet. Then you take the center 5-inch piece and you put it inside that little package you just made. Now with me, I put a little dab of glue down here just to make sure he stayed where he's supposed to. But you just put that center piece down inside the pocket. Fold up your pocket. I hate pins, but you need to pin. You're wanting to make sure that these little ends are joined. So you kind of push them up there and pin them till you have all 4 of them pinned down. And the centers are looking good in the middle. Now, you take this little thing to your sewing machine and you make an X. You go down here and over here. They say 1/4 inch. Probably 1/2 inch. Because you're making sure this will stay nice in the middle, because it's going to get a lot of pressure. So I'll pass that around. You take a look at what you're doing.
Where do you make your X?
Right in the middle.
Right in the center.
Just go up and down a couple times. And
Right to here. I'm going to pass this one around and you can see it. See, this is the next one. There you can see how it's drawn, how it's been sewn from side to side. Okay. Now we're going to work on our accent piece. Our accent piece is going to go here. That accent piece is a 4.5 by 4.5 inch square. So you take the accent piece and you cut it diagonally both ways. And you'll have 4 triangles. You take the 4 triangles and you glue them down. Right here. Glue them all down. Okay? Now if you don't like glue, I guess you could pin them. But glue really holds them in place really, really nice. And so I always go ahead and glue them down. Now after that's glued down, they say to go ahead and go to the sewing machine and bend these over and sew them down. But what I do is I iron them, because I like to have that already in place when I go to iron them. Or to sew them. I like to iron them so I can go sew them. What you do, she gives you a tip about using a zipper foot. And it does work well because I used it. Okay, on looking at it flat, this is your right-hand side, your left-hand side, and your zipper foot is right and left. So you set the zipper foot for your right side, and you go right down through there, and it's like a little plow. It will go down through there and keep it close to the edge, and do all of your right sides. Then switch your zipper foot to the left side, and then you do all your left-sided ones, and go around. It doesn't take 5 minutes, because it will go pretty fast. If you've ironed them down like this, it takes nothing to get them done. But you just fold them back. They fold back really easy. And you can, with that one I sent around that just has the accent on it, you can play with it, fold it back there, and see how easy they fold back. Now that you have all this made, you got your package, you got your center put in, you've got your accents on, you've got these little places sewed down, it's good to go. We've almost got an ornament already. So you take your 8-inch piece of ribbon. A little tip about the ribbon. Don't put your ribbons, when you're hanging them, on top of each other like this. Instead, put them on top of each other flat. Lay them down flat on top of each other, and it'll make a loop that'll make that hang better. And this thing don't want to look, it's been in there too long. And bingo, baby, there she goes. It'll hang better like that. So don't put them flat together, put them on top of each other, if that makes sense. Now you put it down in here in the corner. Pin it down so it doesn't get away from you. They have a tendency to try to flee. Then take your back, your 5-inch piece of back, and you're going to put these right sides together. Now I know you probably already know this little trick, but when you go to put the back to the front, if you sew in 1/4 of an inch, and then start and sew all the way around, come around, and then sew back in 1/4 of an inch, when you go to turn this inside out, this will make like a little collar. It makes it flip in a lot better. And I also, once I would turn this inside out, I would iron those on either side. Then I would stuff it, like you usually do, and that way this edge will be nice and even and you can whip stitch it together. So there you go. Pin that down, sew it around, and yeah, and you end up with this.
What'd you stuff it with?
This polyfill. I took a little bit of polyfill and
Or batting.
yeah, you could use that anything, because it just takes a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
Now this one was because I forgot to put the hanger in it, so I'm calling this a pincushion. Okay? So anytime you forget the hanger, you now have a pincushion.
Okay.
And give away to friends and tell them enjoy it or else.
Yeah.
Now over on Shabby Fabrics, where you can go and watch the tutorial, they also have a pattern for a cathedral window pillow.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And I couldn't resist. It's really easy to make. It took me a day to make this, and it's easy.
Cute, cute, cute.
So it's just, it's actually easier than the ornament to make the pillow. So made it all on the machine. So now this little ornament here, I decided that I wanted to try it to see what it looked like if, instead of sewing it down with the machine, that I hand stitched it. So I hand stitched that little cathedral window. So.
Oh, I like it.
And this one you can see, take that one, and you can see where it's sewed down with the machine and the different look of the two.
Just can't see the big stitches right there.
Any other questions?
Can you walk us through real quickly how you sew them together to make your pillow? Is that
Okay, you take and you make the little sandwiches like we made the first with the origami. You fold them and fold them, okay? And then you lay two side by side. You take that one and another one, and then you pull up the flaps
and then okay,
and sew the flaps together.
like the orange peel thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
But then where these lay is a little bit different. But there's a whole tutorial on how to do this. And you can watch it, and take 15 minutes of your time. However, I hate to steer you people off to YouTube. Because I'll tell you what happened to me. I was on YouTube the other day. I was watching this lady that I liked. I was interested in a quilt she was making. And next thing I know, She was advertising this laser beam, and she was showing me how good it worked. And I thought I wouldn't have to make any more diagonal lines. And the next thing you know, I'm on Amazon buying it. It'll come on the 20th, and I'm so excited. And so that's a warning. You go on there?
Has it come?
No, not till the 20th. I'm all excited.
That sounds.
Yes. Yeah, so be careful. They'll suck you. One time before I was on there, and I was minding my own business, and I came across this table runner that I thought, whoa, that's cute. And then she tells me I can get this book to tell me how to do it and the ruler for $15. And I think, well, you can't buy a ruler for $15. I was off to Amazon ordering it. It's a warning, ladies. It's serious. You just can't go on there willy-nilly. Have some willpower. Okay? Be strong. I'm telling you, be strong.
Patsy's probably got it, and you can go see her.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll let you borrow it. I know.
Go home and make some ornaments.
Thanks for the good demo, Patsy.
Thank you. Thank you. Just this money, my Amazon bill come due.